The Mamiya RB67 is a professional, medium-format, single-lens reflex system manufactured by Mamiya. It was primarily designed for studio use, but can also be used in the field. The RB67 differs visually from other 6x7 cameras you may be familiar with, which often tend to resemble large 35mm cameras. Today we will be studying a young man by the name of Linus Johnson as he revisits the Mamiya RB67, his first film camera.
The Mamiya RB67 was my first film camera I ever bought in 2018. The RB in the name stands for rotating back, which allows you to rotate the back to either shoot vertical or landscape without even having to change how you're holding the camera. These backs also come off so you can carry more than one at a time, so if you want to be shooting a roll of black and white film and a roll of color film, you can do that. You just switch out backs at any point. There are plenty of other cameras that do this, like Hasselblad's and stuff, but the RB is a 6x7, so you're getting 10 shots a roll, so each shot matters a little bit more. I originally didn't even buy it to shoot 120 film, which is its main purpose. I bought it mainly to shoot peel apart pack film, which was already something that they didn't produce anymore at the time. I saw someone shoot a video where they took an RB looking camera down to the beach and shoot a photo on peel apart pack film. I took that to my camera store and I asked them what the camera was. They told me it was an RZ67, which is something they didn't have, nor was something I could afford. So I chose to go with the older version of that camera, which is the Mamiya RB67. I never wanted to shoot a roll of 120 film on this camera. I never had any desire to do that. I just wanted to shoot the shiny peel apart film. Like, it just seemed so sweet. At the time, there was a woman who worked at the camera store named Sue who begged me to take a roll of Portra 160 with me. She told me the story of how she used her RB67 for years shooting weddings and that I would not regret putting one roll through it. I'm so glad she gifted me that roll of film and made me do that, because that totally made me fall in love with the medium in a way that I didn't expect to. I luckily still have my binder of all of my negatives from that year, 2018, which pretty much were all just shot with the Mamiya RB67, and I decided to pull a bunch of selects and rescan them on the Frontier. It's very nostalgic to look through all of these negatives and rescan them on a better scanner than I was using at the time, and kind of look through all of these different photos that I was shooting in that first year of film photography. I had a trip planned to Asheville, North Carolina, which is up in the mountains, and I decided to bring that roll of Portra 160 with me. I loaded it in the camera correctly somehow on the first try. I shot all 10 frames of my friends in Asheville, and when I got the scans back, I was just like blown away. It was so much better than I could have ever expected. Some of the photos were out of focus. A lot of them were a little underexposed, but I realized how special not only the Mamiya RB67 was, but medium format film photography, and from then on I just started shooting with it every single day. That year I spent a lot of time with the Mamiya just shooting creative portraits around Raleigh. Sometimes they came out pretty cool, sometimes they didn't come out that great, whether that means they were underexposed or just not that good of a concept. The first roll of film I ever developed was a roll I shot on my Mamiya as well, which was a very rewarding experience to set out on this journey of shooting a roll, coming home, learning how to mix the chemistry, developing it, and actually seeing the negatives show up.
Okay, so that was like the longest 3 or 4 hours of my life. Created quite a mess, but it worked.
To be clear, they weren't really developed all that well. They're a little underdeveloped, but the fact that I actually got usable results on my first go at developing color film was like so exciting. I feel like that experience alone pushed me to shoot mainly film and kind of set my digital camera aside from then on out. I took the Mamiya with me to Spain for 15 days. It was the Mamiya, a tripod, and 10 rolls of film, and I think that was such an incredibly important experience for me to have, to learn how hefty and obnoxious this camera is to carry with you on a trip like this, but in doing so, you can just get such amazing results. And I shot some really amazing landmarks in Spain. I shot on this cool island outside of Spain called Gibraltar, got really close up in these Barbary macaws' faces, which I don't really recommend you do that. They are a little dangerous. I even shot what I believe is my first self-portrait on film on this camera. So this camera really was just like the stepping stone before I got my Pentax 6x7, which If you've never seen my video on that, it's somewhere else on this channel. I haven't owned a Mamiya RB67 in a long time. This one is my friend Willem's. I've been trying to adopt the exact same thought process I had while using this camera starting out, which was just bring it with me everywhere. So I brought it with me to my friend Rocky's when I went to make a necklace in her greenhouse that she constructed. It's this beautiful, well, I'll just show you. It was really nice to enter Rocky's greenhouse and capture her somewhere where she feels so comfortable. She teaches jewelry workshops here. She makes all of her jewelry under this roof. It was so nice to use the RB in such a documentary way here. I did not nail the focus on all of the photos. It's been a long time since I've used a camera like this, so I also think it would benefit me to use a tripod more while shooting with this camera. Rocky and her father recently installed the revolving windows, which just added this extra layer of creativity and theatricalness to our photos. I just think it was a really fun addition to everything we were able to shoot. I've been dying a little bit to photograph people in their most comfortable states, their most comfortable places, and this was a great chance for me to do that. Even if there was a couple shots that were out of focus due to me not having used an RB67 focusing system in a while. I'm just happy I was able to do this. This first photo is one of my favorites. If you know anything about me and my work, I love a good spotlight, a good bit of symmetry. So this one with her silhouette in the window, which is the newest addition to the greenhouse, felt really good. The rest of the photos though, also I feel similarly about. I think it just captures the essence of this comfortable space that she built to create beautiful art and jewelry in. I love all of these, even the ones that are out of focus a little bit. An impromptu shoot gone well in my eyes. Next, I assisted my friend Jake on a shoot for a clothing brand. After, we went back to Jake's new apartment that he hadn't moved into and shot photos in the empty space. At this point in the day, none of us had eaten. Willem came through to help us film the video, and we were just kind of all a little delusional, or at least I was. Enjoy.
Hi, welcome to our vlog. It's Gabby and
Linus.
yes. What are we doing?
Today we're in an abandoned apartment. Gabby and I have both not had a single thing to eat today. It is 6 p.m. or maybe it's even later than that. And we're about to shoot some photos.
Heart, like, and subscribe.
We leave.
Fuck. 15th of a second. Why don't you just like flash it mid-shoot? You want me to just blast pop? Does that?
No, it wouldn't work because
It only goes to 9? Only 9, brother.
they couldn't make it go to 10?
No.
This better make it in. This is what the people want.
Dude. No, I kind of like the harsh shadow with the line there.
Which way?
Like right there. Wow, a 50th of a second. Golly. You're getting the real delusion right now. This one's gonna be my biggest video, guys. So what I'm thinking is you could put your feet forward and really like lean your, yeah, like that. And maybe cross your arms. Love it. This thing is so hard to focus, dude. Okay, sorry, 3, 2, 1. I just can't tell if it's in focus.
Maybe this is funnier.
Probably like near it at her what shadow. At 3.5. 2, 1. You looked like a doll. Same spot for this one. Yep. 3, 2, 1.
This is usually how it goes.
This way?
Yeah, you're getting a good example.
This is always delusional.
No, it's just like we're just trying to have the most fun we can because we just don't know how many more moments of fun we have left.
What is this, a Hallmark card? What's going on?
I used to write Hallmark cards. That was my first job.
You're lying.
Yes, I am.
Oh my god.
You
I
did
thought you were
want
for
me
real.
today.
I love this a lot. but I like want less fridge and more Gabby. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm not tall enough to, come on dude, keep it together. I'm not tall enough to focus this one. So Willem's gonna shoot it for me, but I did like kind of compose it and stuff.
Do you want to like press the button so it's like technically yours?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, we're good.
All right, ready? 3, 2, look right at the lens, Gabby. 1. That was unnecessary. Actually?
This is not you.
Yeah, why don't you tilt your head a little bit? Yeah, like that. That's cool. Oh yeah, okay. I can probably frame you now, like in it, like you're not on a roof. Oh yeah, that's
sick.
Zhuzh it up.
3, 2, 1. Don't blink. Okay. Yeah, I love that. But this time, yeah, just keep looking straight. 3, 2, 1. Don't blink. Lovely. And that's the end of the roll. I think my favorite part about this section of the video is we are just acting so silly, so ridiculous, so out of pocket, but the photos still came out good. I really love these photos of Gabby sitting in the kitchen. Again, these are very impromptu, spur of the moment shoots, so I'm not really looking to create my best work ever, my most conceptual, thought out work. This is just capturing a moment and enjoying myself with my friends. Hopefully you enjoyed it because we were acting pretty weird. Revisiting this camera is like a good reminder of why I even got into film photography to begin with. This camera made me completely change my perspective on the process of photography and made me rethink why I even want to take photos. I'm going to bring it to a couple more shoots and include it in my workflow, but really have a solid tripod to sit it on because I don't know if I really want to shoot with these handheld as often as I used to. Thank you for watching. I've never said this before on a video, but please leave a comment and like the video if you enjoyed it. We're trying to get this thing going again. Okay.